Hello, my friends. It's kind of a sad day. I wish I could be talking about the release of the, pop the locks in the California mass incarceration system, but it's not that way. It turns out that Peter Regone, the top aide to Gavin Newsom, is very much CIA involved. His Exile uh, company started in 2011 with, I believe, Founders Fund Capital, which is a Peter Thiel thing. And Peter Thiel, very closely, along with, I think, Q Intel, which is a CIA investment thing, um, uh, is involved with the co-investors to the Exile company that Peter Regone, the top aide, for a long time aide to Gavin Newsom, started in 2011 and profited from. And his wife, who, O'Neill, very much history with the BlackRock, Q Intel, CIA, people. My point is this: as I did my research, I stumbled across also that this thing is also very closely tied to the now ambassador of Sweden, who was a hedge fund investor type guy. I was involved in this thing with Peter Regone too, closely, and he's now doing the point work for Trump as they try to take over Greenland, of all things, and this is Newsom's very much in the mix here, right? And what I'm saying is this: he has made sure that the LA Metro is a rat's nest of CIA operatives. And there was some type of large machine down there pulsing energy, doing whatever it did, And I'm not sure if it's still there, but there are rumors of spent fuel that smells horrible being dumped on the tracks of the, LA Metro system, which may have been connected to that thing. And as I pointed out earlier, it shimmies when it pulses. It shimmies the atmosphere to look like a mirage, a heat mirage that you see coming off a road. And when it was done to me, I would be 10 blocks away from my destination. And I'm not saying we can do time travel, but it's been said that what's been happening is it pulses energy, and you actually go back to where you were, in time, a few, not long, that they can maybe do that. It sounds crazy to me. I'm not saying it's true. CIA, when they use their devices and then they start feeding you, BS via, their ability to do mind-to-mind harassment, which they can do very much, and they do it well. In fact, the gang stalkers, in LA, did it to a bunch of African American victims to stimulate either rage or outbursts of self-defense acts. And then they would call the police and say, hey, we got a crime going on here. And they would fade into the woodwork. The LAPD racist organization would come and arrest those guys. And, they would be three striker guys, and they're doing life. And the gang stalkers who harass these people, because they're all racist, because they're CIA. CIA is horribly racist. You wouldn't believe some of the things slurs they issue about African Americans. It's sickening. These, and Thiel, the CIA, and these oligarchs, that Gavin Newsom has surrounded himself with, they're all a bunch of stinking racists, and this is why they have the California mass incarceration system going on with totally corrupt judges across the board, and people now in prison who don't belong there at all. And I can't do much about it because Newsom's never going to listen. They're going to try to ignore me and use the mainstream media, which is also under the thumb of the CIA, just to sweep it away. And, oh, come on, Cavin's great. Go vote for him. But I will never shut up. In fact, I'm going to stay in. I'm all in. I'm heading to New Hampshire soon. It's right over the border. It's 10 miles from here. I'll find some Democrats to say, hey, I'm Eddie Ryan. I'm running for president. And this is what I have to say. And that's what I'm going to do, my friends, from here until the election. I will stay in this as best I can and go for it because I love America and I hate to see it go down this path. It's a horrible thing. I'm going to do my damnedest to stop it from happening. And I hope the people out there will do theirs. Thank you, my friends. I go forward today. I'm Eddie Ryan.